How's it going, my peeps? It is now time for your daily dose of WWE gameplay, or online gameplay. It's Billy Gunn versus Dolph Ziggler in a last man standing match. I'm playing as Dolph here, other guy playing as Billy Gunn. I was actually going to play as somebody else in this matchup, but then I saw the guy pick Billy Gunn, so I was like, oh, you know what? Let me pick Dolph Ziggler and we can have Billy Gunn versus Dolph Ziggler, since, you know, a lot of people make the comparison between Dolph and Billy. There's a lot of things in common there. Billy Gunn's finisher, the Fame-Acer. Dolph does it, although it's not his finisher, it's his signature move. It's one of the moves he uses before his finisher. On top of that, you've got the blonde hair, the attire, and recently, Dolph, you know, shaking his rear as he makes his way to the ring. So yeah, lots of comparisons, or lots of similarities, I should say, between the two guys. And in an interview before, Dolph Ziggler has mentioned that, you know, one of his influences is Billy Gunn, as well as Mr. Perfect Kurt Hennig, so I just thought this would be the perfect matchup to have, you know, kind of a, I guess you could say, dream match for some people. Maybe some people would like to see kind of the old Billy Gunn, or the original Billy Gunn versus the new Billy Gunn, or kind of, you know, he's Dolph Ziggler, he's not Billy Gunn or the new Billy Gunn. So yeah, just Billy Gunn versus Dolph Ziggler, and on top of that, it's a last man standing match, so anything goes. I use weapons in this match. I'm not sure if the guy uses weapons. He might use some weapons. I don't really recall. I had this match about a week ago or so, and as far as I recall, the guy was pretty fair. Now I want to talk about the roulette. I will try and put that up sometime this week, because I know people have been requesting it for a while. Whenever I don't, I've said this before, but whenever I don't post up the roulette for a while, I always get questions when it's going to be put up. So, you know what? I'll say this. It's gonna be put up this week. I know the winning match, or the winning match stipulation that you guys picked was, well, actually, you guys initially, I think, picked tag team elimination table tornado match, and I think Soccer Boy picked that. And you know what's funny? Soccer Boy, in I think every single roulette, at least every single WWE roulette, he's had the most thumbs up comment, or the most thumbs up match pick. And he's the one that picked the tag team elimination table tornado, whatever it's called, man, matchup this time. That was actually the winning matchup. It had the most thumbs up until, like, I don't know, a week or two ago, somebody else got the most thumbs up. And now the winning match is a fatal 4-way elimination match. So that should definitely be entertaining, I think. It should be interesting. Unless, you know, there's a bunch of cheap people in the matchup and stuff like that. But, yeah, if as long as, you know, playing some fair players, that should be an entertaining video. 4-man match, elimination style, that's the kind of match I like to play. Especially nowadays, since W12, when the characters don't stay down as long, so it's harder to finish a fatal 4-way match or a 3-way match, just because the other opponent that you're not trying to pin or submit, you know, is getting up faster. While in like SmackDown vs. Raw 2011 or stuff like that, I would have probably preferred to play just a normal fatal 4-way match or a 3-way match, just because, like I said, the characters don't stay down as long. I mean, they stay down longer. Strong fail there on my part. Yeah, that's one of the reasons why I prefer elimination here. But what's funny is, sometimes, since now you can actually customize matches and use the match creator online, when you're customizing a matchup, let's say fatal 4-way elimination, you know, the match you guys picked, if you customize it, all it's gonna say when somebody searches for a matchup, it's gonna say just a normal fatal 4-way match, but it's gonna say customized. Some people, though, won't notice the customize and won't figure out that, hey, it's elimination, or just they won't check the rules to see if it's elimination. So you'll often find people in that elimination match, if you're the one that started the match, try and break pinfalls just because they're not aware, they don't know that it's elimination style, so they'll be trying to break the pinfalls because they think whoever gets the first pin wins the matchup, when it's not the case. So that could also, you know, be annoying at times. So hopefully when I have the match, that doesn't happen. We don't have people breaking up the pinfalls just because they didn't see the rules and are assuming it's not elimination style. But honestly, I think it is gonna happen. But anyways, hey, it looks like I'm going for the weapons, finally. So for 5 minutes of the matchup, we didn't use any weapons. Now I bring out the table. Probably my favorite weapon in the game, a table. I just like to put people through tables. Usually I try and put them through the table with like some move from the top rope or a finisher or something like that. But with the zigzag, it's kind of weird or difficult to put somebody through the table. I'm not even sure. Can you put somebody through a table with the zigzag? You probably can, but I've never tried. So I just settle for a top rope move. And by top rope move, I mean like a back suplex or a superplex or an arm drag from the top turnbuckle, but not jumping on them. I think that's I don't enjoy doing that for some reason, and especially with the whole floating thing. Sometimes you'll find them, if you do like a top rope elbow drop on somebody who's on a table, they'll be like floating and you'll go through the table, which doesn't make any sense at all. But yeah, if you don't know what I'm talking about, check out the floating Mike Tyson video I put up. Anyways, here I hit the rolling fireman's carry, at least according to Wikipedia that's what it's called. Or as Kennedy would call it, the Green Bay Pledge. Used to be his finisher. He doesn't really use it anymore, or if he does, he doesn't use it as a finisher. Now looking at the time left, seems like Billy Gunn still gets up, and yes he does, but hey, I hit him with the Fame-Acer, his own move. And then I'm gonna follow it up with a zigzag, I think. Let's see here. Do I? Oh no, I actually go for sleeper holds. I guess I wanted to switch it up after all the zigzags I hit in the matchup. And I believe that is the last finisher I hit on Billy Gunn. I don't think he gets up after that. By the way, something I noticed in the last man standing match, when you're playing as a special guest referee, if one of the two competitors puts the other one in a submission hold, you actually get the choice or the option to press Y, or in PS3's case, triangle, to perform a screw job, which is kind of weird since, you know, this is a last man standing match, so really submissions and pinfalls don't count, so I don't get how you can do a screw job in a last man standing match, but I guess you can in this game, so it gives you another option to, another way to finish off a last man standing match, and I finish off the match in perfect fashion with the Dolph Ziggler taunt. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this last man standing match. If you did, I'd appreciate a thumbs up for more last man standing matches. Raw was terrible last night. I'm out. See ya.